Everyone, welcome to Maybe Be. I'm May, and today we're going to be doing episode 9 of Love Sea. So we're almost over. We got 2 episodes and a special, and so all the drama is going to happen here because it's only like the second to last episode where everything happens, and then on the last one it's like anyway. So yeah, yesterday's episode was like super like wow. Anyway, so the story. We have Rock, who's a writer, and he was writing a BL story on the ocean. So his friend was like, go to this island. And he's like, oh, okay. So he went to this island because they kind of forced him to. And, well, he was, but like, yeah. Anyway, so, and he also paid Moot to take care of him. And then Rock ended up paying Moot to take care of him. Because he can't write about sex without having sex. Anyway. Still an 8 out of 100. I'm sorry, that is anyway, so Moot is from this island. He was kicked out at 15 by his dad because he wanted to like defend the ocean, and the father was like, nah, I just want to fish everything I can. He's been kind of like working everything on the island, and now he's making a name for himself, and everybody just really appreciates him. So he's been doing good. Rock is he's a very famous writer. He's also rich, so he's doing great, but at the same time he's not. He does not believe in love, and this has to do with the parent situation, which so his mother was a sugar mommy and the father was a sugar baby, and he just wanted money. He was kind of like a brute, and then he ended up like injuring Rock, and that's when they stopped contact. The mother just kept going with other guys and so on. So she told him not to ever fall in love, so he doesn't believe in love. And then his sister ended up getting pregnant and abandoned by the guy who got her pregnant. So yeah, love is not something that he believes in, but Mood is totally like, no, this can work, because Rock's friend who paid for him to be on this island and paid Mood to take care of him is married to his friend Calm, who was the sugar baby in that relationship. So it was like, well, if it worked for you, it could work for me. So now they're in this kind of situation, which is kind of messed up, but at the same time, oh my gosh, because Mood is super adorable. I love him. So anyway, then we have other characters like V, who's an actress and Rock's best friend, Mook, who's Rock's assistant. They're in a pretend relationship, the babe mission, so that they can keep the paparazzi away from these rumors that she's sleeping to get the roles and things like that. We also met Palm, who's Moot's assistant, and also like selling him, like he promotes him. Then we met Boss and Noel. They are 2 actors who are taking the roles for a adaptation, and they are actually the actors in the role. So that was quite interesting. So they came as themselves. So we've also met Rock's father, who met with Moot and Meena. Meena's the Rock's niece. The father kept showing up at her school, so when something like that usually happens, Rock ends up paying him so that he can stay away from him. And so Moot's been picking her up just to make sure nothing happens, but he did show up at the school and wanted to talk to Moot because of Prin. Prin is Rock's cousin. She's completely jealous of him. She's done everything he's done. So if he was a student body president, she was as well. If he studied abroad, she did as well. And he became a writer, she became one as well. She had a plan to humiliate him and get him in trouble, but then it worked against them because they were ready for it. And so now Prin is paying Rock's father to mess with Rock, to get back at him. So he asked Moot to stop going, to leave Rock, because of the relationship they're in, which is like what their relationship was. And so but Moot's like, nope. And Mina's super upset because she felt responsible because he showed up to her in the hopes that she would tell her mother and Rock, so that he kind of get the money. So now she was feeling super used, and she was like, okay, well, no, we're not gonna tell him about it, because otherwise it's just like being used anyway. And then but Rock's father met with Rock and told him that, he needed to leave Moot. And if he didn't, he had to choose between Meena or Moot. Or he would kill Moot just like he killed this uncle doctor guy. We don't know anything about him, but we do know that Rock was completely terrified, and he rushed home because he couldn't get a hold of him on the phone. And when he got there, V was there, and trying to calm him down before he saw Moot, who was injured. It was so much is going on. Like I'm like. We can. I'm okay. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. We can do this. Okay. Sorry, it's just like when it gets to these kind of episodes of all the dramas, I'm always like, oh my God, can I handle it? And then most of the time I can, but it's or can't. But it's hard. It's hard. So it's hard. The chosen path. Okay.
ไม่หิว
แล้วอยากไว้ไหนก่อนกลับบ้านหรือเปล่า
ไม่เอาอะ
Okay, this is obviously like
เดี๋ยวนะจะโดนแซง
showing what happened because he's not injured.
ทำไมบอกหนามีคุณต้องรักล่ะต้องรักเอาแล้วไปสำนักพิมพ์
I did wonder about that, because when Rock ran and he got into the car, I was like, but didn't you tell Mook to take the car? But then if he had to go somewhere, that made sense. So she's so cute. So obviously keeping it from them is kind of like, what if they find out later on and so on, that they feel betrayed, and then it's kind of like an important thing to know that, he showed up, so, otherwise he said, okay, well, he's not showing up, so you can stop taking her, picking her up. And it's like, no, you need to, because he still showed up, like, so it's, are they going to show him getting attacked? Oh my God, they're going to show him getting attacked. They have to, because they have to show what happened, who did it, and so on, but like, I'm so worried. I freaked out. I'm okay. It's only the beginning of the episode. It's fine. It's just going to get worse. Meena was... Oh my gosh. Damn, when did he learn to fight? He lives on a peaceful island.
มึงอยากเล่นกูนักใช่ไหมได้ดิมึงกลับไปบอกแม่ด้วยนะว่าถ้าอยากฆ่ากูอะให้มาได้เลย
รถมีอยู่ข้างหน้านี่แหละ
Oh my gosh, Moot, you're amazing. What are the odds? But she was in the area, but still. She is bleeding.
ว่าตัวรอดได้
I can see that. Poor Meena, she's like so terrified.
หมดน้ำหมด
And that's why Rock couldn't contact him.
เราจะบอกไอ้รักยังไง
How can you hide it?
ภาพนี้
ไอ้รักจะสติแตก
Yeah, well, obviously. Who wouldn't?
ไม่เป็นไร
And when the adrenaline leaves you, your body just shuts down. This is just the beginning of the episode. Like, what else can... A lot of things can happen, but what else? Oh, Mook. Okay, yeah, because she was ignoring his calls.
เฮ้ยทำไมสภาพเป็นแบบนี้อ่ะ
They still got the tension
ไม่
between
ตายหรอก
them.
คุณ
They woke up without him. They freaked out.
ฝันร้ายแล้วครับ
เดี๋ยวพรุ่งนี้มุกค่อยฟังจากมหาสมุทรอีกทีก็ได้
Mm.
แต่ว่าวันนี้พี่มีต้องกลับแล้วนะคะ พรุ่งนี้มีถ่ายละครตั้งแต่เช้านี่
How would you know? You keep her schedule? Oh, yeah, you keep her schedule.
มุกก็ค้างที่นี่ไง เผื่อพี่รักต้องการอะไร แต่ว่า
There's
วัน
mood
นี้
for
พี่มี
that.
กลับได้แล้วนะคะ เดี๋ยวทางนี้ที่เหลือมุก
You really need to talk.
มุกลองส่งต่อเอง
But you need to talk. It was a good chance to talk. Although, to be fair, yeah, it's not the right time, I think, because emotionally everybody's a little stressed about what happened. So, and I'm more worried about Rocky because he's not handling things right. He's so pissed. so pissed for reducing Rock to this. He's like, no. Oh, gosh. He's crying.
ผมต้องรู้ให้ได้ว่าใครทำให้คุณเป็นแบบนี้
พี่ขอคุยอะไรด้วยหน่อยได้ไหม
So wait, is this... She's not in a guest role. Did they forget to put her? Maybe they forgot to put her. So I didn't know we were actually going to meet her. We just saw that little clip saying that she was pregnant and that she got left. So I was like, oh my God. So what are you going to do? You going to go on your phone and pay him? Or are you going to run off and talk to him? I mean, if there's only one door, how do you get out? But he's obviously planning something. That's why he got rid of her. Oh, so he definitely paid those people to attack him. So he's going to go meet him.
ขอบคุณนะครับ
Yeah, he left. Can't find him, so obviously now he's like, wait a second, where'd you go? Obviously he doesn't want him to know. It's like, yep, just give me the address. It feels like he's so scared, standing a certain distance from him.
นั่งก่อนสิ
Where you contact him, you know, so you want
นั่
something.
งลง ว่าง่ายๆแบบเนี้ยลูกค่อยน่ารักหน่อย เขียนเป็นสัญญากันขึ้นมาแบบนี้เลยเหรอฮะ
ผมบอกพ่อหมดทุกอ
You
ย่าง
should
แล้ว
do.
ผมจะยอมทำทุกอย่าง แต่พ่ออย่ายุ่งกับมหาสมุทรอีกเลยนะ ผมขอร้อง
พ่อเคยบอกไว้ว่าไง รักแค่ต้องทำตามที่พ่อบอกและทุกอย่างจะดีเองรักแค่ต้องทำตามที่พ่อบอกและทุกอย่างจะดีเอง
Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, my God, that was... Oh, that's heavy. So he had to go to the psychologist and obviously, you know, build a bond and something. And then something happened to him and he took credit for it. Or he might have killed him. I don't know. But, so obviously when, you know, he threatened Moot and then Rock couldn't contact him. And then he saw him like that. And then he says, how is your friend doing? Like he knew that he sent them out. So he was like, oh my God, he's actually going to kill him too. So he's freaking, oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh, poor Rock. Oh, okay. I'm okay. I'm not okay. I'm okay. We're gonna do this. He's gonna break up with him.
ฉันอยากจบทุกอย่าง ไม่ ผมไม่เลิก
You're not the one in control, though. Gosh, Moot, you're amazing. But you're making it hard on him. It's just, oh my gosh.
ต่อจากเนี้ย เราจบกัน
เก่งมากลูก
คุณกำลังบอกผมว่า ผมไม่ต้องทำตามสัญญานี้แล้วใช่ไหม ใช่ ไม่ต้องทำตามที่คุณสั่งแล้วใช่ไหม ใช่ ดีครับเพราะผมก็ไม่อยากทำตามที่คุณสั่งเหมือนกัน ผมจะให้ทำแบบนี้ได้ไง
Shit. Oh my god.
มึงทำเหี้ยอะไรของมึงต้องแบบนี้ดิ พอโดนทั้งหมัดแล้วพูดจานพูดคนขึ้นมานะ
แจ้งความเอามึงเข้าคุกเฮ้ยก็เอาเลยอย่าไอ้หยุดไอ้รักทางมันสิวะไอ้รักหยุดเฮ้ยปล่อยกู
He's like, I don't know if I want to, but
ถ้ามึงไม่ปล่อยกูเอามึงถึงตายปล่อยเฮ้ยอย่า
มาก็พอแล้ว พอแล้วพอได้แล้ว ไม่ คุณไม่มีสิทธิ์มาตักผมแล้ว ในหมู่ไม่ต้องทำตามที่คุณสั่ง ขอทำตามใจเองบ้างเถอะ
เฮ้ยอย่า
มึงเป็นคนปลดปอกคอกูเองนะ ลองเจอคนอย่างกูสักทีสิ
shit.
มหาสมุทรพอได้แล้ว นี่นายไม่ได้ยินที่พ่อฉันพูดหรือไงอ่ะเขาจะไม่จบแค่นี้ รู้หรือเปล่าว่าทำอะไรลงไป เขาจะทำอะไรผมได้ เขาจะฆ่านาย เขาทำอะไรผมไม่ได้หรอกทำไมจะทำไม่ได้ ก็เขาเป็นคนฆ่าหมอไม่ได้ฆ่า คุณก็รู้เป็นอุบัติเหตุ คุณมองนี่ คุณเห็นอะไร พ่อคุณจะทำอะไรผมได้ จะทำอะไรคุณหรือครอบครัวคุณได้ มันก็แค่ไอ้แก่ปิ้นป้อนหลอกคนไปทั่ว คุณมองให้ดีๆ แล้วคุณก็รู้ดีว่ามันไม่กล้าฆ่าใครหรอก และต่อให้มันจะกล้า ผมก็ไม่กลัว
Oh my god, Mahamud, you're so amazing.
อาหมอไม่ได้ตายเพราะเขา ไม่ได้ตายเพราะคุณ แล้วครั้งนี้ก็จะไม่มีใครตายเหมือนกัน
You could pay somebody.
จริงใช่ไหม นายพูดจริงใช่ไหม จริง คุณมองเขาให้เต็มตา
มาวุ่นวายอะไรตรงนี้ฮะมายุ่งอะไรเนี่ย ไปเลย ไปบน
พ่ออย่ามายุ่งกับรักอีกเลย พ่ออย่ามายุ่งกับคนที่รักได้ไหมให้มันจบตรงนี้เถอะ
ถ้ามึงยังไม่หยุด ทุกอย่างที่เธอเคยให้มึงมา เธอจะเอาคืนให้หมด คิดดูดีๆนะ
Shit. So this whole time she's been still paying him. And he still went after the kids to get my like oh my god. Damn. This is so much right now. So much happened, like just get through it. I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh my god. This whole thing is just so he made Rock end the contract, and they did, and then Moot was like, okay, fine, now I can beat the shit out of him, and so he did, and then he was like, he was lying to you, he's not the one that hurt the uncle doctor, so he's but at the same time he was the one that paid the people to attack, so and he was like, he can't do anything to me. Well, technically he could pay people, but he was like, I'm not afraid, and oh gosh, poor Rock, he's just like emotionally like torn, and oh gosh. Anyway, their contract is ended. Like,
เรายังส่งเงินให้พ่ออยู่เพราะไม่อยากให้พ่อมายุ่งกับพวกเรา
That's what happens when you with lack of communication. You need to tell, and I know probably the mother was doing it to protect them, and Rock was doing it to protect them. So it was like, yeah, I get it, but you need to tell these things. It's some of the times you think you're doing it for them, but if you don't talk about it, it just gets worse. My dad at one point, for example, was he was there was a period of time in which he was kind of like couldn't really talk to him, like, and he was always going somewhere, and we're like, okay, now we need. And then after a while, I'm like, we need to sit down, we need to talk. What is it that's going on? Because something's going on. And then he had cancer, and he didn't want to tell us. And I'm like, excuse you, it may or may not be genetic. You got 5 kids. We kind of need to know this shit. And 2 of your kids have kids, so we need to know if it's which cancer is it. And he was like, colon cancer. And I'm like, holy shit, you kidding me? We kind of need to know. Because my aunt died from it, my uncle had it twice, and it's like, obviously it runs, and we need to know somebody, you're the closest relative to us, obviously. But he was keeping it under wraps because he's like, no, I don't want to worry anybody. And it's like, why? I mean, and then we went further into detail, and he was allergic to chemotherapy, so obviously we had to do other cures and so on. So then we got our shit together and be like, okay, but what can we do? And so we found other things and experimental cures. So it was then he got better. And then the second time around, again, he didn't say anything, but we were like, you're acting funny again, what's going on? And it was like, got it again. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's go back and do whatever we need to, but you need to tell us this stuff. What if something happened and we didn't know? And then the third time, nobody knew about that one, but everything else was wrong with him at that point, and it was just the doctor was all like, but like, you need to tell. What if something had happened? How would we know? And then it's something that we need to, you don't keep this shit from us, it was just that period of time in which it was like something was different, and that was and just talk about it, because you're trying to protect somebody, but then at the end it's just making things worse. In this case, both of them were paying them to stay away, which, by the way, that's messed up, because child support, well, instead of child support, you're just paying him to get away from, like, it's just kind of upsetting. But I get why they do it. They don't want to, and Meena was trying to do the same thing. Don't tell them. So, but at the same time, at the end, she was like, no, maybe we should tell them. It's like, yeah, you should tell them. Don't keep this shit. Don't keep it in. Don't try to protect somebody by not saying anything. And you see it all the time in books and things like that, in stories. They'll not say something. In a lot of them, which the main characters as a kid, you don't want to tell them what's going on, and then it ends up being that that kid is going to end up finding out in some way, and or get injured, or somebody else injured because of that. Because it gets into the dangerous areas, and if you had just told them right at the beginning, this is what's happening, they wouldn't go and investigate and do things and possibly get somebody hurt and so on. And it happens all the time. Come on, you gotta talk this shit out, period. So both were paying him just to stay away. You just didn't talk to each other. That's what, yeah. See, he said the same thing. It's like, you should have just had a talk and be like, this is what's happening.
ไม่ได้คุยกันครับ
So she's gonna keep paying him, because she's like, you leave my kids alone, otherwise I'm gonna take everything away. Oh. And the song starts, oh my gosh, Ruth, you're amazing. He was starting to panic, when you spiral. Just calm him down.
แล้วผมจะโกรธคุณได้ยังไง นี่นายโกรธฉันเหรอ
Is he mad at me?
โกรธแต่โชคดี ผมมันคนหน้าด้าน อีกอย่างนะคุณ ไม่รู้ว่าแผลมันเปิดหรือเปล่าเนี่ย
Guilt tripping.
เจ็บมากไหม เจ็บสิคุณเนี่ย โอ้ย โอ้ยเจ็บ
He's doing what he did at the beginning.
ไม่ต้องหรอกคุณ แผลแค่นี้เอง แต่ถ้าคุณจุ๊บสักทีนี่น่าจะหายเจ็บเลย
cute.
ไปโดนแผนนะคุณ
เห็นไหม
A little bit.
คนทำแบบนี้เนี่ย ผมอยากจะเจ็บวันละหลายๆครั้งไปเลย
That's it. He's so sweet.
ขอบคุณนะ
จะได้ไม่ต้องมาเสียใจทีหลัง
That's true. Because now they don't have a contract.
ผมก็ทำเต็มที่แล้ว
I'm freaked out. Oh my god. What if he does? Check though.
นี่พี่รู้วันรู้คืนมั้ยเนี่ยว่านี่มันเดือนไหนแล้ว
That's prom. They're in November and they're like short sleeves. But then when I'm in Italy, yeah, in November we're still in short sleeves. But like when I'm in England, I'm all like I'm in a sweater in the summer. It's always cold. And then you get like this 1 week in which is like 30 degrees outside and everybody's like, oh my god, it's hot. And then it's like, oh no, it would just like you got that 1 week and then it's gonna be like 13 degrees the whole time. And it's like, dude, I'm in a winter coat for the summer. And it happened not this last year, but like the year before. It was 30 degrees during like a part in May, and everybody's like, oh my god, summer's here. And then the very next day, 13 degrees, and you're like, oh my god, it's cold. And then the entire summer season was 13 degrees. We hadn't seen the sun at all. And then the very first day back to school for everybody, the sun came out. It was 30 degrees, and everybody's like, really? And it only lasted a week, but you know, that was our summer. November in sleeves. I don't even know what the season like in seasons in Thailand. How does it work? The hot season is March to May. Okay, springtime. The rainy season, May to October. And the cool season, November to February. So it's the cool. So why are you talking about opening the shops in November on an island? I thought they'd be closing. The hot season is the warmest temperature, potentially 40 degrees. That's hot. Particularly in the northern regions. The rainy season brings abundant rainfall, especially in August and September. Yeah. I mean, for most places, at least in Italy, the rainy season is April, and then it goes to like September to October, and hot season usually like end of March, June, July, August, September, and like it does get up to like 40 degrees and things like that, so it's normal. I've also lived in Arizona, which is like 50 some degrees, and that's hot. But you don't feel it as much. It's like you go outside and you're like, it's kind of hot today, but you're not sweating until you get to like inside, like if you're walking and then you get inside a store and all of a sudden you're drenched because you were sweating, but it was just evaporating because it was hot. Living in the desert. Or if you live in Florida, you're just like wet and sticky all the time. It's just humid, disgusting. Hated it. The cool season offers the most pleasant temperature and no humidity, making it popular for time to travel. So what is the temperature during? Oh, okay. The temperatures can be quite high, especially in the northern regions, with daily highs are reaching up to 40. This is the time with the festival celebrated. Yeah, okay. The heat can be intense. It's also a good time to go to the beach for holidays, obviously. Rainy season is characterized by monsoons with abundant rainfalls across parts of the country. Cool season, the most pleasant time to visit Thailand. Oh, this is like in Arizona, right? Best time in the winter. You're wearing shorts, sleeves, shorts. It never rains, so it's great. Unless you get that monsoon warning or sandstorm warning, but whatever. Cool. The temperatures are lower humidity. The weather is great, dry, and sunny. Yeah. Making it a great time for exploring the country. November and December can be relatively cool, especially in the mountain areas. Yeah, I mean, duh, that makes pretty much sense. Seasons in Thailand. Ooh, okay. Oh no, that's just how you say it. No. No. Okay. Well. Okay. Cool. So it's basically it's basically tropical. So it's always going to be warm, not too cold. But like opening the shops in November for like the high season, I don't feel like. I'm confused here. Oh, you made it. Oh, this is what he's making it. He makes it with all of them himself. I thought it's gonna take a long time, and then he's gonna be constantly doing that for the shop. He wants to cuddle.
เรากลับบ้านนายกันไหม
คุณจะไปด้วยเหรอครับ
อ้าวแล้วนายจะไม่ฉันไปด้วยหรือไง
So sweet. Oh, it's over. Damn it.
ผมมาลานะครับ
What was it running?
เนี่ย
Oh my gosh. This was so heartbreaking right now. I'm like, I don't know if I can handle it. I'm gonna need like a whole day to get this over with. Oh my gosh. So much happened. Like, oh my gosh. It's okay. I'm okay. The next is the last one. So I'm going to be watching the last episode and the special together. So I'm going to wait until tomorrow to do that because but oh my gosh. Oh, so they dealt with the father. So at least that's, but now the contract's over. So what's going to happen? So I really, oh gosh. And he really needs to get back because, you know, I mean, seriously, it's been months, but like, this. And I also need to know, like, is like, V and Mook need to like figure whatever's going on with them. They need to get the contract ready. Like they, yeah, oh my god. The ending credits are cute, you know, that they have this little like these little romantic moments. It's adorable. Okay. Okay, one more episode and a special. One more episode and a special. Oh my gosh, we're almost there, guys. Almost. All right. Okay, we got this. Then I will see you tomorrow. Bye.